Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Toy Department, and right here we've got the Justice League, Superman, Batman, and Steppenwolf figures, and these are actually really cool because I know this is older and this is directly from the Justice League movie. Is what it is, man. I don't want to hear anything about Snyder Cut or Whedon Cut. Don't no, not here. But we have the toys. All right, we have the toys, and these are really freaking cool, man. like when I know this came out a while ago, like a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, about a year ago. The thing that's so cool about this, though, is that it's on discount shelves in a lot of the stores now. So if you can find one of those oldie type stores like Toys, or Toys Cubed, like we have here in Mississauga, then bang, you're golden. like me. Anyway, I'm going to crack this puppy open because I can't wait to actually get my hands on these toys. Got another Batman figure now. I'm cool with it. This is my second Batfleck figure, and I got a Superman, the Henry Cavill, and then I don't know, we just call him CG. This guy here, and I'm gonna have a glow in the axe thing. The only other figure that was really made of Steppenwolf for the modern 6 inches, besides back in the early 2000s, the DC Direct, was the Build-A-Figure that came with the Wonder Woman set. Well, this, I don't know, whatever. This looks pretty cool. Actually, no, that was the Ares figure that came with the Wonder Woman one. There was the original Justice League one that came with that Build-A-Figure for him. Anyway, let's get started and open this puppy up, all right? So we got a little thing here telling us what the contents are. I think we can see that. Also, how to replace the batteries. Dude, I've never seen this much instructions for one of these things. And if it didn't have this glow-in-the-dark whatever thing here, that I'm just saying, I'm not complaining. That's just really cool. Never seen instructions with these kinds of figures. All right, let's finish pulling this thing out. Okay, well, geez, that didn't take a year and a day to do. Like the cape was actually tied in there. Okay, I don't know why they made him look like this. Like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why? Okay, so it doesn't come with any batarangs, unfortunately. It doesn't come with any kryptonite or kryptonite spear or anything like that. But, this is, oh, wow, hard time moving that head. Ooh. So anyway, yeah, let's stand this guy up. Okay, so you got these guys over here, and these are, standard. I actually just opened this up at about the same time, regular old figures, so they stand regular with the latest of the Black series for these guys. They're the 6-inch height, the 1/8 inch figures here. This is the Batfleck, Ben Affleck, Batman. These are not great. Like, let's just face facts. That's the range of movement for his shoulders. Like, they don't go up higher than that. I'm afraid that if I pop one of these things out, they're done for. But full rotation there. Is this single or double? This is a single elbow bend. Oh my God. Fortunately, his wrists will pivot all the way around. That's good to know. He does have a turn mount. This can, I guess, come undone, but it will never go back on. He's got the mount there. He can turn his head, but it's like really tight, which is fine. There's an up. That's him looking up, believe it or not. That's him looking up. And this is him looking down. Oh my god. There is no side-to-side movement there. You can do a split that way, but there is no movement sideways. As far as his knee, that's it. As far as his feet, zero, zilch, nada, nothing. He can twist there, you can see right at the boot. So there's that, but yeah, this, and it's got the cloth cape, and it's the material actually almost feels like felt. It doesn't even have the points at the bottom, it's just roughly cut. Yeah, and you look at the ears on top, it actually looks like this one is bent this way a little bit. It looks like they're blowing in the wind this way. Paint job is kind of cool, the little golden cuffs there. It's a nice little ad. That's cool. This is a terrible figure. It's great for posing. Don't do anything else with that. Let's put this guy over here. Superman has the exact same stuff. Exactly the same. I like that the chest piece puffs out a little bit, but I mean, does that even look like Henry Cavill? It doesn't even look like plasticky Henry Cavill in the beginning of the Justice League movie with the mustache scene. The cape is too long. They cut the cape too long. They could have cut this not half the size, but you know, a little less. The cape is just too, like, it's Superman. His cape doesn't come all the way down. Whatever. That's a small thing. I could cut it if I wanted to, but I don't. This is just not a character that I'm going to ever use. I'll never pose him. I'll put him in a junk drawer. That's probably it. Let's take a look at Steppenwolf's axe. Steppenwolf is the main character here. So over here you got this little button that causes the whole thing to light up, some parts more than others. That's cool. You know, it's got the screw over there. That's fine. It's pretty strong, rigid material. I mean, when you got this long piece and you could barely bend it, you know, with just your one hand, even if it's your offhand, that's pretty cool. So over here, we've got Steppenwolf himself. You can see the size of him. He looks like a Build-A-Figure, as he well should. I mean, he is almost twice the height of these other figures. And again, this is the standard 1/12 size, so this is a huge, huge character. That is awesome. His helmet does not come off. That's a shame, but I get it. Anyway, you can see all of this. That's what happens when Superman gets a hold of him. His up-down is almost non-existent. You can see it's this little bit, and that's forcing it. I wonder if I could force it more. I want to be careful with this figure because I actually really like this figure. Okay, these shoulder guards are part of the torso, the chest, not part of the arm. That's fine, I guess. That's fine. But yeah, they really don't get in the way of him having a great range of motion with his arms. I don't see this character as a particularly agile character, but whatever. Like, I almost feel like I'm putting my back into trying to get this guy to move, but look, he's already got a much better range of motion than the other two characters over there. I mean, like, forget these other two characters at this point. Okay, that can, we can actually fix that way. You know, just play with it, use the motion. So that's the full bend of the elbow. That's his hand down. I like that he's got the blood on his hands. I'm going to call that blood. I mean, I guess it could just be whatever, but yeah, I'm going to call it blood. Like the tips have blood, the guards, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. Hell, I'll even call this part here blood, just for the sake of conversation. He is, you know, fingers deep, hands drenched in blood. I love that. His twisty action. Oh, wow. This was so on there, I didn't think that there was any twisty action, but he does. He does have twisty action. We've got, let's see, there's also no sideways action. I think I'm just messing with it here. Yeah, there's no sideways action on this. These things, as you can see, are very light. So the back doesn't open very much, but it can. And it's going to have the same exact thing with the, you could push them to the side and try and force these things to move. Trying to give somebody a kick, you might actually have to split this over here. And honestly, this pack is so inexpensive that if you find two, you can grab another one and just, do the split there so he can do a kick, but it's up to you. Anyway, yeah. And then he's got the where the boots are, it can pivot. What do you call it? On the knee, he's got a single joint. You got to get this thing out of the way. Single joint, but that's actually pretty far movement. And back here, oh look, unlike the other character, oh no, exactly like the other character. Wow, it actually looked like it should move there. I think that they could have done something here. I mean, that, whatever. Lost opportunity. DC toys have never been made. Well, I don't know about never, but a lot of the DC toys aren't made as solid as the Marvel Legends figures are. I think that DC made a mistake in not continuing with them. Oh, look at this. They actually got the, it's not a lot of movement, but he does have some wrist movement. You can see it there. Boop. And then, the twist. Anyway. Can I get his hand in there? Okay, yes, I can. So he actually has his axe. And can he hold it with two hands? Yes, it looks like he can. And I'll make him just to see if he can also stand like that. Open that up. That's some solid. Ooh, that's some really solid plastic. I'm not complaining. Okay. I don't think he wants to, but he clearly can hold it with the two hands. Okay, it's probably going to pop out again. You know what? I'm just not even that bothered with it. There. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hold it there. Ooh, and he actually stands. He actually stands. I'm not leaning him. Sick. Sick. Listen, for the price, go get this. If you see this thing, and just, who cares about these characters? I'm not going to knock them to the side, but figuratively, you could knock the figures to the side. You're getting this for the Steppenwolf. You know what I'm saying? Because that's awesome. If he's and this is the thing, you look at the paint, it's a solid gray, like it's boring. The hands on the blood on the hands look great. The face is kind of cool. But if you want to, I would suggest getting some a little mascara kit from like a dollar store and putting the mascara. Just, brush him. Like brush his armor. You want to get a light paint, like a dark paint, and maybe brush in some color onto his armor, some black onto his armor, or a different color gray, some matte, something like that. I think that would look really, really good. Yeah, all in all, and maybe paint his axe a different color, because, it just blends in way too well. But aside from the paint job, the detail on it is really good as far as the mold. This is a good figure. I really like this figure. I love the height. I love the size on it. I wish that the ankles did something, but it stands great. So who honestly cares? He's a giant is what he is. He is a giant, and he will crush the other characters as long as Superman's not there, because I've seen the movie. Superman just did everything. But there's a good character. I really like the Steppenwolf. Little paint, you're golden. All right, guys, I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Toy Division, class dismissed.